Mick and I have these fabulous conversations when we're talking about new ideas, and one thing leads to another, and all of a sudden we have this brand new concept. And sometimes it's so blue sky, we've got to put it on the, near the bottom of the list. But this one, we're really thinking about, and I want to get some feedback from you guys to see what you think. In the interest of keeping as much as possible on the front end, um, and to introduce new users to make onboarding simpler. We'll always have the videos to explain things, but for people who pick up things more quickly, we're thinking about starting people in help mode. And help mode is going to have lots and lots of tooltips, including tooltips for the tooltips. So here, what is this button and what does it do? In this case, the tooltip would talk about cloning an entire map. And when you clone that entire map, it's going to ask you for the destination. So this is great for, hey, yeah, I do want this entire map and I want to clone it to my own site. Now, when you visit someone else's site, of course, you're not going to have the quick edit and edit button. But here, what does quick edit do? And it lets you know, hey, basically all you can do is change the name and make it hidden. But the idea to bring things out in the front, and then a trash can here. Now this would delete an entire map, but what it would really do is it would just move it to the trash. You would have to take a second step, and you're going to get warnings, but you would have to take a second step to delete that map and all the content within it. Okay, and then you move down a layer, and this clone button, then this clones the entire column and all the quests in it. And, likewise, this clones that single quest and drops it in right underneath it. But right here, if you wanted a new quest, what about a little plus button? This plus button right here, I want a new quest in this column, and it creates a quest that's already located in this column and takes you right to the edit. Okay? Likewise, over here, a little plus sign, we're thinking, or maybe right here, the plus sign, to create a new map. And what do you want to call it? And, where do you want to place it in here? Anyway, the idea that we want to help onboarding be simpler, get rid of that icon here so we can have a little plus sign here or here, depending upon what you're doing. Here's a new map. Here's a new map section. Oh, this is a new map section. Again, thinking out loud, trying to simplify this. And other, pop-ups that let you know, when you view this in player mode, you get this little pop-up that says you're viewing this as a player, and if you're not logged in, it says that gameplay is disabled. Well, the same kind of thing in help mode, where you'll get more tips. What do you guys think, and what other features could we add? What would you find helpful? Especially when it comes to shortcuts, when it comes to building items more quickly. I am addicted to the clone button. I literally made one fresh quest and then cloned the rest. And as soon as they differed from one another, well, I made all my edits and then cloned that one to make the other ones that were similar to it. How can we make this simpler and keep you on the front end where it's easier to work? When you're adding new content, of course it's going to be in the back end, or is it? Is there a light box rather than the back end? Is that new quest opening up in a light box right here? That's something Mick and I didn't talk about. We have talked about in the past, but wouldn't that be cool? Where you never leave the front end. Okay. Enough of that for right now. Think about it, don't think about it. If you come up with any ideas, pop in. Even if they're crazy,